Okay, how do you design nice looking apps? This isn't going to be a tutorial on that, so I might call this video it's hard to design beautiful apps or craft really nice looking apps. But I'm trying to take my time in building good onboarding screens with images, trying to add animations. Uh, this is no, not that, but something like I've in the past I've always built like these list type of apps. Even this one, in some sense, is a list, but it will get better. I plan on doing something a little differently with this. But I always had a plus sign at the top. I decided to try experimenting and try different things, and now I have this cool little button. It's a lot better, and also getting better at styling my forms, to make them look a little nicer. Um, right. So yeah, even the details view, trying to add some like styling and rearranging and doing I gotta add some fonts, but doing stuff like that. There was something else I want to show you on Dribble. Also, I gotta find like I've always been big on like box shadows when I build web apps, but I think I was trying to experiment with like some things that are a little harder, like getting this glassy, glossy fade fill to your apps is really cool. Like it's so cool to fun to design apps when you're doing UI UX, and I think UI UX is and building and designing products is a little more fun, slightly to me than sometimes coding it. But these are just like really nice to look at, and I'm trying to get good at you know the layouts and stuff, and I can do stuff like this. I think the hard part is me translating it into code right now. um, and I could design something like this, like for sure. It just sometimes I get blocked, and I gotta look at inspiration on Dribble and whatnot. Um, like I definitely plan on taking this inspiration for Mo. Uh, oh shoot, I forgot the name of this one. Oh, Geoloca, and kind of like doing a timeline. So this will be something like this will be here. It's an itinerary travel app planner. Um, but yeah, it's like how do you get good at designing apps? So, and I realize I can't design every app and code it. So I've been reaching out to friends and hiring designers for like small gigs. Like, hey, can you build 2 to 3 screens for me, right? So I can know where to start, and then sometimes I code it. I'll design it as I code it and be like, okay, this should go here. But that also slows you down. So it's also important to like have a plan, and not only plan the design and the wireframes, but also to plan like the data, like the modeling your data, how you plan on fetching it, the logic, things like that. So you know these are the mix of two separate designers. All right, but the developer I'm gonna have help me with this, because I just need him to do this part so I can implement the AI feature for Mo Foods. Um, you know, Stuff like this is what I would like to see. But you can tell it's two separate designs because the fonts are different. So I think one thing I gotta start doing when it comes to like building my apps is not only doing subtle animations in some sense, kind of like add to the feel and look of the app, but also I have to start adding fonts. I don't put fonts into my apps really. I kind of use the ones that are in there, or use the rounded design in Swift. Uh, the paywall, not the paywalls, the onboarding screens. I've been starting to put more onboarding screens in the apps, and I'm trying to code it over and over again so I know how to do it. But pretty soon I'm gonna just templatize it. Basically make templates. I'm trying to basically like make components I can reuse every time I want to design an app. But nah, I'm just these point of these videos just to log my thoughts. But if anybody got any recommendations and uh, advice on how do you come up with nice looking designs and colors, like I feel like I know, but I think I'm struggling with. I need a I don't know. Well, I have a design block. That's what it is. I have design block. Like I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone of constantly building the same laid out app and go for things like this, you know. But sometimes I'm handicapped because like I'm like, okay, I know I can build this app way quicker if I stick to the same layout and add subtle things. Um, Like, look at this. This is simple. You see, there's not a lot going on on this screen, but it looks great, right? And that's another thing. Like, my apps are simple, and I just need very simple design. Because honestly, it's the ones that are, in my opinion, the great designs I see are the ones that are simple, right? They don't. The screen is not crowded with stuff. It's not. There's not too much information on here. Like, this is nice. Like, it has a lot more going on the screen, but kind of not. At the same time, it kind of doesn't, right? And you can see like the hierarchy of content, being bold and some of it being grayed out. Where your eyes are going to be drawn. Um, Even this, very nicely done, very beautiful. Uh, Sometimes I'm trying to figure out how to do that, like not in the design, but in Swift. Like, how the hell do you code that? So I'm kind of limited in my knowledge and that, and then that's where AI comes into play. Where it's like, all right, I don't know how to do this, but AI probably could tell me how to go about it. So yeah, this is a quick vlog about, like, how is Mo gonna design very nice apps, right? How am I gonna design better looking apps? Because the apps I already built so far, they're okay. Like, you can see it's getting better and better. But as I'm getting quicker in building these apps, I need to also improve my skills in, you know, making nice looking apps, because that's what makes it feel like a finished product. Even though it's like 2 to 3 screens, like Chili said, uh, on that tweet I just showed y'all. I'm not sure if you see it, but yeah, it's like, how do you get to it? Animations, I don't know too much about animations on Swift UI, but we'll get there. I see some people do some really cool stuff with Flutter. I'm not a Flutter is great, it's cool. I'm not a fan of building apps with Flutter. I want to get good with Swift UI. I enjoy iOS development, and when I build cross-platform apps, which I have, Tukey is a cross-platform app. It'll be built with React Native. All right, this video is getting pretty long, so yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on this. You know, Another thing I've figured out is look at other apps. I'm talking to y'all, but something for myself is, I've been telling myself, look at what apps are on the App Store already and see what you can take and remix. Make it your own. So it's looking at Dribble. It's looking at apps already out there. Using AI to kind of practice and research how to do, learn new skills with Swift. And not get handicapped in having it do it for me, because sometimes it doesn't know how to, do the thing I want it to do. So yeah, it's things like that. All right, we're coming up on 8 minutes. This is part 2 of designing nice apps is hard or something, whatever outside of this video. But quick thoughts.